Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So a couple of days ago now we finally got it confirmed that there would be a colorisation of 1960s Doctor Who. But instead of it being full episodes as the original Mirror article back in January had implied, it would be the few surviving censor clips of the Smugglers. At first you might all think this is a bit of a weird choice, but as was explained by a spokesperson for That's Chroma, one of the companies that have been working on the colorisation, in a Radio Times article, I was sent a list of potential clips and out of those suggestions, The Smugglers seems the most achievable option, given a limited time frame to work on it. The existence of some colour reference material on set production stills was definitely a consideration too, and I also thought that out of the suggested clips, The Smugglers would work best in colour. We always wondered what would Doctor Who look like in colour, said Chris Perry, the CEO of Kaleidoscope, another company that worked on the project. It was made in colour but shown in black and white, so he went back to the original production photos shot on set and tried to match the colours to the recording. It's also worth mentioning that part of the material they would have used would have been the behind the scenes colour film reel that was taken during the location filming in Cornwall. Based on a few stills of the colorisation that are included in the Radio Times article, I personally think it looks really good. It's a shame that I won't be able to go to the Missing Believed Wiped event at the BFI tomorrow, as that will be where the clips will be shown. I hope that Kaleidoscope and That's Chroma are able to work something out with the BBC that would allow these clips to be included in a future DVD or Blu-ray release. I know colorisations aren't for everyone, and the That's Chroma spokesperson did briefly address those concerns. Many of the DVD releases have new CGI effects or Remix 5.1 soundtracks, but these are always presented as optional alternatives. The episodes are always available as originally transmitted. Colorisation is much the same, it's an optional alternative, but it's never meant to replace the originals. So if people don't like colorisations, they have choice. So yeah, these clips aren't really what we were expecting on the colorisation front, but still really interesting and fascinating nonetheless. But that's not the only news that we got the past few days. Chris Perry also spoke about the subject of missing episodes, with his comments being included in a separate Radio Times article. Here's what he had to say. We know where there is missing Doctor Who out there, but the owners won't return it at the moment. Every year we find 50 to 70 lost programmes, some famous titles and internationally known names, and others not, but significant examples of regional television output, for example. This furthers comments previously made by Paul Vanez, who also said that he knew of a couple of missing episodes that were out there, but were unlikely to be returned anytime soon. When you add all of this up, I personally now believe that there are definitely more missing episodes out there. I know some of you are going to start calling the film collectors who have those episodes selfish, and doubtless many other even more impolite terms, to put it extremely mildly, but I believe that we shouldn't start rushing to conclusions about what kind of people these collectors are, as well as what reasons they may have for hanging on to this stuff. Because, quite frankly, that isn't going to achieve anything. If I was one of these collectors and went on the internet and saw people calling me selfish, I wouldn't be very happy about it. I'd be really hurt by it actually, and it would make me even less willing to ever give this stuff back to the BBC. I understand it's a frustrating situation, as we fans obviously really want to see these episodes. But what's the point in getting angry and resorting to name calling? I mean, what difference is that going to make, really? I'm sure some of you won't like that and will think that I'm living in some kind of fantasy land for daring to try and put myself in these collectors' shoes, but the truth is I can at least vaguely understand the mentality of keeping something to yourself, especially when you're told that what you have could be one of a kind in the entire world. I'd love to have some more of the 60s annuals. I only have a copy of the very first one, for example. but those normally go for a hell of a lot of money on places like eBay. Same with some of the Virgin New Adventures books, especially The Dying Days and the most famous of them all, Longbarrow. If I was able to get my hands on any of that stuff, I'd be absolutely over the moon about it, and would never even consider reselling it, no matter what. But again, let me just say this again, so that you don't get the wrong impression. I get completely why some of you are so fed up with this. I am a bit as well. The 1960s is one of my favourite eras in the show's history, and I'd love to go back in time and be able to watch every single episode from that time. But it's not like we Doctor Who fans haven't got anything left of that era. We've got telesnaps, photographs, censor clips, and even the soundtracks for every single missing episode. And don't forget the animations too. Compared to a lot of other TV shows from the 1960s, we're incredibly lucky. We might get even more lucky one day and these episodes get returned. But if not, then at least we can still enjoy the missing episodes in some form. As a fan myself, I get why we all get so passionate and het up about all of this. But the best thing we can do for now is to not let it get to us, and just trust a few people who are able to do something. If the number of missing episodes always stays at 97, it's not the end of the world. We've come a long way since the search began in the late 70s, after all. I hope that these collectors change their minds one day and we get to see these episodes, because it would feel so brilliant and magical in a way. It would feel like we're getting new episodes of the classic series. But until that day, it'll just have to stay as a waiting game for now. Anyway, so there's my thoughts on the colorised clips of the Smugglers, as well as some more missing episodes related news. Hopefully this will be the last missing episodes related video for a while, as whilst I do enjoy talking about it, it can get very frustrating and bring out the worst in people sometimes. But what do you think? Do you like the look of the new colorised clips? Are you going to the BFI event tomorrow? And what's your opinions on the missing episodes that we now know are definitely out there? What do you think they could be, or what would you like them to be? Please let me know in the comments section below. But please do so politely, as if you start attacking me or anybody else over it, I will have to delete your comment. Anyway, so thanks for watching, hope you liked it. Please don't forget to press that subscribe button below, as well as press the bell icon at the side of it, so that you'll stay notified of when all my new videos come out. This channel currently has 1,207 subscribers as of the time of writing and recording this video. But if we can get to 2,500 by the end of this year, then I will do another Q&A where you can ask me whatever questions you want. Just keep them polite, please. Also, please rate and comment below your thoughts on all of this. And I shall see you all in another video. So, until next time, bye bye.